Hello, my friends. Welcome to this week 6 edition of Sideline 2023. I'm Chris Porter. We start the show on the south side of Jacksonville, where the University Christian Fighting Christians hosted the Providence Stallions. Director Chris, let's roll those highlights. And oh, was this one G-double-O-D good. Pick it up in the second half. Providence down 14-0. Mason Williams takes it himself, weaving in and out of traffic. He's cutting UC's lead in half to make it 14-7. Fighting Christians. Later in the fourth quarter now, Providence still down by 7. Knocking on the door, Drew Zach is sacked by Isaac Caldwell, and University Christian forces a field goal. They lead 14-10, but the Stallions would not quit. Mason Williams throws it out to Cameron Ross, and he says, meet me in the end zone, because that is where it's going down. Providence, yes, the Providence Stallions won 17-14.
The effort that they was playing, they put us in position to actually be able to come back that second half. We made a few adjustments using what our personnel are, and we was able to adjust the second half.
And we just we're all like connected as a team, and we just filled our gaps, filled our assignments, and did our job as we do every week.
It was homecoming in St. Johns County as Creekside played host to Oakley. Pick it up in the first quarter. Game is tied when Harrison Garrido says, holler at a player when you see him in the streets. 30-yard touchdown run to make it 14-7. Oh, the Knights, Creekside Knights, second quarter now. Oakley with the possibility to tie the game. Jackson Coward trying to connect with Jordan Prince, intercepted by Jackson Earl. 2 plays later, the Knights capitalize on the turnover. Danny says, look at me, dripping swagoo. 21-7, Creekside. Third quarter now, Oakley first and goal on the Creekside 7, but uh-oh, did he get in? Brandon Wallace Jr.? No, he did not. Creekside wins another huge game, a final 38-20.
Had some things where we walled around a little bit in the second half, started really well, and let them get back in the game. That's a good football team. Coach Foy's doing a great job, and just proud of our kids, their resilience and effort moving forward here.
You know, our defense, they did their job. They created turnovers. They got us the ball back. They kept us in this game, essentially.
Bulls Bulldogs taking on the Episcopal Eagles. The Dogs looking for their 3rd straight win and trying to get back to that 500 mark. Kellen Pageant dogs his way through the defense, putting 6 points on the board. It is, at this point, it is 48-7 Bulldogs. But Episcopal showed some fight. Turner Glenn to Omar Dixon. Play of the week, nominee, taking that one to the house. That's about as bright as it would get for Episcopal. Bowls won its 3rd straight-up final, 48-20.
We do feel like we're coming into our own. Really happy with the offense today, clicking all cylinders, and that hopefully we can continue to go throughout the season. But obviously it feels good to get a win on homecoming.
It sent a message, just letting know that we may be down, but we were never out. Hey, never, ever count out the dogs. We may be the underdogs, but we will always come out on top.
Don't count out the Dogs. Bartram Trail on the road, taking on Fleming Island. Bartram Trail trying to avoid back-to-back losses. They lost last week to St. Augustine. Lathan Biddle loves to play his fiddle, taking that one up the right side. He takes it into the end zone. Bears up 21-7. Fleming Island answers right back. Sebastian Rotten. Is his grandma watching? She better be. Play of the week nominee. All this guy does is score touchdowns. He's fast. 21-14. Bartram Trail back on offense, and they would respond. They get it now to Arthur Lewis IV, who's stunting like his daddy. The Bears of Bartram Trail, they will go on to snap their 2-game losing streak, winning a final 49-28.
And what I told them at halftime was, who can beat the Bears? Only the Bears. And that's what happened in the first half. In the second half, we did not do that. We didn't have any penalties. It's another thing in the first half. We had 3 pre-snap false start penalties. We didn't have any of those in the second half. So it's just about taking care of us and doing what we do.
You know, we had to come out, at the halftime and regroup as a team and just focus as one big old group.
And
Back to the south side of Jacksonville, Bishop Kenny facing Wolfson. Pick it up in the first quarter. BK already leading 7-0 when James Razar hooks up with Randy Den, and he takes it in for the score, 14-0 BK. Second quarter now, and they were still at it, meaning the Crusaders. Razar this time is going to look and find J.P. Donovan. Woo, you fancy, huh? 21-0 BK, still in the second quarter. Brandon Nelson finds Richard Grooms, but he's rocked by Jonah right there. Hit of the week nominee. Brandon Nelson says, you know what, I'm going to try this again, but he's throwing it to the wrong man. Intercepted by Andrew Clifton, who says, give me that! And he's taking that ball the other way. The Crusaders would capitalize on the turnover. Don't believe me, just watch. Rizar to the running back, James Davis, the third. Powered his way into the end zone. That made it 28-0. BK went on to win 42-0. To the WIC we go. The Brunswick Pirates trying to bounce back after losing to the rival Glen Academy last week, and they made it look real easy. 28-0, 4th and 8. Pirates defense stepping up. Jeremiah Robbins with a sack. Turnovers on downs. The Pirates offense had it going on all night long. Jared Elkins to TJ Mitchell on the right side. You think you're stopping him? Whoop, you did wrong. Watch him. They got him. No, they do not. Turning it upfield. Oh, first down, Brunswick. Later in the drive, Elkins is going to stand in that pocket, let it rain, and Grant Moore is going to clear it out. 26-yard touchdown catch, 35-0 Brunswick. The Pirates still not done. This time they get it to Mr. Josiah, Givens, and he just keeps giving the defense something proper like right here. 24-yard touchdown run. The Pirates bounce back in a major way, shutting out Grovetown, a final 42-0. The First Coast Buccaneers travel to the south side to take on the Inglewood Rams early in the second quarter. The Buccaneers starting to pull away quick. Rodney Tisdale Jr. to Mr. Walker. That puts them up 16-0. Later in the second quarter, First Coast with the ball, driving. Inglewood's Dante Treadwell hits the quarterback. The ball comes out. You better get him some cough medicine. Zion Fields recovers for the Rams. The next drive, play of the week nominee, Ty Kester hits out to Malik Neely, and watch him go left, then go back right. He's doing what we call the Cupid Shuffle. Pop, lock, drops, and he takes it into the end zone. Wow! But the First Coast Buccaneers would pick up the win. Hashtag Team Sideline. Oh my goodness, each and every week we ask you to post your photos using the hashtag Team Sideline. That's my Friday night crew. My daughter, my camera guy, Adrian Clark. That is the Oakley Knights making their way into the stadium down in Creekside. A game that the Creekside Knights won, so you know they're now 2-0. And then a lot of the Creekside faithful showing their school pride. These four guys, they work really hard down there. And these are the folks from BK. Folks, it's real simple. Take out your cell phone, take out your laptop, record your video or snap a pic, post it on Twitter and Instagram using the hashtag Team Sideline, and we will show your pics. Still more to come. Band of the week, cheerleaders of the week, play of the week, and hit of the week. You're watching a week 6 edition of Sideline 2023.